Want to welcome to the studio none other than Mr. Christian Ramirez.
Christian Ramirez.
This one ain't released yet, but it releasing right now, you know what I mean?
Big fat fight team, cause we bad like COVID-19. Dip them soft, but this thing when you find him, he was never really good.
Dancehall 868 Zibanda TV. It is Fizz, is my name. Easy Fizz, if you must. 6 questions, 6 artists. This episode, we head to the east to speak to none other than the Arima kid. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Zerimar himself. Let's get straight into it. Triple O Records with the Arima kid. The Prince now of Arima, because obviously Bunji is the king, correct, right? With the calling the Prince, right? Of Arima, Mr. Zerimar, ladies and gentlemen. Zerimar, what's going on?
That's cool, man. It's a pleasure.
Okay. Let's get straight into it, Zerimar. Right? Your name, Zerimar, means, well, at least online, loving, caring, full of life. Right? You laugh at that. Right? What meaning or reason you use the name for?
I was given a name. Alright. So this is the first time I'm telling this story, right? So
Right.
this is exclusive.
So we getting it exclusive here.
Yeah.
Because listen.
So I was kind of, involved, back a couple years ago when Facebook was it.
Right.
I was involved with a female or whatnot, and it had alternate names now,
Right.
right? So for nobody to know my real name,
Right.
she put my name backwards.
Right.
So Zerimar is just my real last name backwards.
Ramirez.
But I give it my
Ramirez.
own meaning though,
Wow.
you know?
So what meaning you use it for?
My meaning is determination, determined, willing, and everything else in that category.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So this name basically derived from a woman. So Zerimar, you are a business major, right? Basically you study business and you're good at that. Do you
Good enough.
Okay, cool. So you're dropping the level or
Not the level steady.
okay, cool. So are you still in that field while you do music or
No, well, business is everything.
business is everything?
I'm not in that field, but I'm in the music business.
Right. So you basically throw your attention into your music.
Yeah,
and-
apply the same principles, everything. Because
So-
it's business, right? Everything is business.
So your brand is now your business.
It is.
Correct.
Apart from the Zerimar brand, we have the Triple O business as a record label.
Right.
We have a videography business,
Right.
Silver Visuals.
Right.
We got Brian one time, management too.
Easy Ryan.
You
So-
understand?
So you do your own visuals.
Triple O
Right.
stands for on our own.
Right.
We do everything.
Wow. So
Everything that we need to do.
so Triple O on our own, right? You created these different businesses
Mhm.
that will affiliate and fall in line
Yeah.
into exactly what you're doing. Right. This is very
It
interesting.
wasn't just me, it was a team effort,
Right. So as a team of you all came together
Mhm.
for one goal.
Yeah.
So basically, a brother is holding down one corner.
Mhm.
Our next brother is holding. So you keep the team together.
Definitely.
Wow. So it's really
On our own.
a love then. So the name really fit in.
That is what's supposed to be, right?
Right.
Mhm.
So online wasn't wrong. Google is never wrong. I knew it.
Yeah.
You being the business major that you are, now taking that energy and channeling it into your music. Right? We did some digging. And, you are affiliated with a group called SMBD, which is Small Money Big Dreams.
Yeah.
So now you're stepping into those dreams with business concepts.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your strategy Mr. Big Dreams, to, the transition from Christian Big Dreams, right? We did our digging, right? Christian Big Dreams, the R&B singer, to Zerimar, the Trinidad Zessa, business major, Zessa. What was that transition? What brought about that?
I wouldn't really say Trinidad Zessa. That is one of the names that people use. But I just representing Trinidad doing dancehall music. Yes, representing Trinidad. You understand? Because that is what it is. You understand? It was something that took off and it just, became what it is.
So what made you decide to jump in the Zessin pool? Because you threw a lot of effort behind creating this brand and the Triple O Records. So what made you make that decision to say, well, with everything that is happening with the dancehall movement here, Trinidad music, I want to invest a coin into this? What made you make that decision?
Into the Trinidad movement?
Yeah.
Well, a passion for music. That is where it stems from. So I mean, as a normal human being, it's normal to want to be a part of something that taking place where you come from.
True.
You understand? So if I love music, I must take my cultural music into consideration.
Right, and a growing culture at that.
So even though I was, passionate about R&B, still, I had to take a touch in the soca, take a touch in this. Then I started to mix like, the Caribbean twang with the little, like a kind of island pop kind of vibe.
Caribbean pop.
Yeah, I have a song called Island Thing. It's that kind of
one
vibe.
of these Bamba members like to call it.
Right? And then I just decided to give the full-on dancehall, dancehall vibes. It wasn't intended to be like Trinidad. You understand? It was just dancehall at that point. No? It was just dancehall.
For you, at least it was just
dancehall, yeah.
A dancehall track out there, which was 911.
Yes.
Bad man, no shoot football on a playground. We are defend it like 911.
Right, that was the first one in that category. No? So, and then, given where I'm from, and given what's going on in Trinidad with the dancehall music, it's obvious that, they would
dabble.
You understand? It mixed in with me one time.
And then you still blend the R&B because you sing.
Yeah, so if you realize, every song after that became a little more singing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Understood.
So if you can see what going on happening, if you see what we're trying to do there, and see where we're trying to go, then, but eventually, when we reach
it's working, because the question I was going to ask you is what did you do? Because at first, with 911 and then Arima, there was a lull. Your music, yes, people listened to it, but it wasn't being played as much on the radios and stuff like that.
This is what, before 911?
No, this is 911 and Arima.
Okay.
And after about a few months of releasing it, it started to pick up. Radio stations started to play it every day. People started to request the songs. And then you came out with some female songs. You came out with COVID, and then you came out with the ladies.
Yeah.
Right. So I wanted to know what was the transition, because after Arima, you really started to belt out some notes. And I started to do some digging. The whole team did some digging. Then we realized these notes came from R&B. So is it that you decided to blend the R&B a little bit more with the dancehall and got this flavor?
Yeah, that new flavor. Yeah, that is a kind of new flavor we're trying to, cook up. So, look, years ago, even before 911, way before, like years ago, my first really mix like that was a song called Down For Me. And that was kind of like one of my first video in terms of Triple O, and Silver Visuals.
Girl, is it down for me? Is it down for me? Down for me? Or now when I make you.
So basically, what you're saying now, what I'm realizing is,
Sure. Forget all what.
yeah, that's what the truth. Right, cool.
Interrupt plenty, eh?
No, what you say. What you're saying to me now is, you started this movement with Triple O and Silver
Visuals.
Visuals way before the dancehall kicked up in Trinidad.
I wouldn't say way before. I mean, it was going on. It was happening.
Right.
But before it became what it is now, yeah.
Right. So it
Because
was.
I've been recording since I was 16.
Right. So it just, well, obviously, you would take a small studios and then you would go to a different studio and you would work your way up.
Yeah.
Right. But you started your own thing and your own label a while back. And so this wasn't for dancehall.
It was like. I'll take some of this thing.
Yeah.
It was like, not really. We didn't intend for it to be. So,
No, you're right.
Judge, we didn't intend for it to be like, a label.
Right.
Because, I mean, we was now, trying it, learning as we go along, So, trial and error.
So this whole business model that you was creating at the time, coming up, wasn't for dancehall, it was for music on the whole.
It still is.
Right. Understood.
For music.
Right. So music is the
from
passion.
From the start, I always had a plan not to be a genre artist.
Right.
Not a dancehall artist or a soca artist or an R&B artist.
Right.
Be an artist,
Right.
an entertainer, try different things. People should be able, all right, you in a sad mood, you in a happy mood, you angry, and he
Sad.
horny,
Oh,
right?
man, again.
All of them could search up Zerimar
Mm-hmm.
and satisfy themselves.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So,
For the new year, you not go see we in a handcuff. Me dog them on a punk and me dance go rough. For the new year, you not go see we in a handcuff. Me dog them on a punk and me dance go rough.
you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, clearly. You're trying to make music for everybody.
Yeah, of course.
And different moods.
No discrimination when it comes to genres.
Right. No discrimination. But I mean,
You might hear a soca 2021, but if we're not having carnival, then nah.
what sense it making? But your music kicking up with the ladies. Really kicking up with the ladies. Which is why, obviously, you are now enrolled as the vice president of the Redman Association. Right? Was this expected? Was you having these female songs? I don't really want to say the name, right? But you could if you like to, obviously. But where did the idea come about to enter into singing for the ladies now? Because obviously you had the voice.
Because singing for the ladies is the right thing to do.
I just wanted to hear what you had to say, bro. I just wanted to hear what you had to say.
You understand?
Correct is right.
Because we love them.
Of course.
So
We love the ladies.
prefer sing for women and men. No hard feelings, fellas, We outside still.
But there's for the ladies. Let me just cut it straight one time.
Yeah.
Right? So, alright, cool. Let's make it sure we're on the same page. Zerimar, the artist, the businessman, right? The soon to be mobile, be the same, right? What does the R stand for? Independent.
Ramirez.
Just asking. I don't know if there's something else there hidden underneath, some kind of underlying thing, because so far you seem to be a very deep guy. Yeah, a very, very deep guy.
Ramirez.
We have a fun question, obviously, coming out from a lady, because
My creative process, bro. It could happen anytime, It's not one process. Like, it could happen anytime. Like I was coming up, it could happen driving. It happened driving for Evil Eyes and COVID.
Rifle cough, big fat bullet bite him, cause we bad like COVID-19. The pussy them soft, but this thing when they find him, he was never really good at hygiene. Just kill him.
That wasn't really the original beat, you know, it was our next beat. But then Kelly ended up sending me the beats afterwards, and it fit right on.
Right, so the second beat fit the first song basically.
You understand? Even better. The second beat is this song right now.
Yeah.
You know, Kelly beats wake up yourself.
Yeah.
So
Kelly have a kind of
yeah.
those things.
So coming up the highway, you know, just some say it's up. Let's vibe it. Boom, it became what it is, and then we came here and we, you know, turn it into something else. We just come in, you know, friends, you know, normal vibes.
So which one works for you better, writing alone or being in a room with your friends and the team?
So I started off, so being that, you know, I went to foreign and, you know, recording became a bit difficult or whatnot. So I started paying attention whenever I go to, you know, big up Future, out of Syndicate Studios, the whole of Syndicate Studios, big up yourself, you know, because I'll go there and, you know, Future will tell me certain stuff and, you know, and I met Future a couple of years ago, like, since I was going to school before. And, yeah, and I'll learn certain things, I'll buy up certain things, you know, I
made investments.
Make investments. I didn't even know how to use certain things, you know, but I just know I needed it.
So do you make beats for yourself as well?
I have the ability to, but on the programs and stuff, but I don't really.
You haven't delved in that just yet.
No,
taking your time.
I prefer lyrics.
At least. Okay, so every artist, to close off, has a favorite artist, whether local or abroad. Right, so you can give me one each, and why?
I rate a lot of artists now.
Same here.
Yeah, because I also pay attention to their creative, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when I listen to somebody's music and I see, shit, they really make that rhyme, they sound good and make sense at the same time. Yeah. Because that is it, you know.
Lyrics.
Then, and when you realize the person have the ability to do this not once, not twice, but
a few times.
Various times.
Yeah, sometimes in one song.
So locally, I would say, as of recent, my favorite local artist when it comes to, like, you know, that I would always say, damn, and it's hard too because I read Jelano, I read Killian, you know, but it have a lot of talented artists in Trinidad. Yeah. And a lot of new ones. Yeah.
But you still didn't give me the artist.
I give you two.
Or two. Those are the two. Rebel. Yeah, no, sorry, Lion and Jelano.
Yeah, I read them.
Right, yeah. Those two. What about abroad?
Well, Alka is the man, you know.
Alka.
Yeah. Most consistent, you know. I pay attention to. I also put two things into consideration. Dropping hit songs. Right? Dropping hit songs and the amount of songs that is not hits. So make the ratio.
Right.
Hits to non-hits.
Right.
Or hits to misses.
Right.
And he barely ever, you know, miss. So he have our vibes now.
Yeah, he have
so yeah,
more
like
hits
Alka,
than misses.
Yeah, like Alka,
yeah, he does.
Persistent, you know.
Yeah, he does.
But like Trinidad, a lot of talented artists are bro. Everybody will get a chance.
Yeah, everybody have the opportunity for big dreams.
Yeah.
And now Zerimar's opportunity for big dreams. Yeah?
I always felt like, you know, something good would have happened. You know?
I mean, when you put hard work as well together, and you have, even though a lot of people might not know, which is why interviews are, you put a lot of work behind your craft.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I realized the harder you work, the luckier you get. I mean, they say, you know, when you work hard, you don't need luck, yes. But it just happens that way. You know?
I think luck is really preparation. So you was prepared for the moment when the moment came.
You was ready.
Yeah.
Readiness.
Yeah. So that's exactly what you just said. You know, you work hard and then you get lucky.
It just happened
You was
simultaneously.
prepared.
Yeah.
Some juice, ladies and gentlemen. Zerimar, the Arima Prince. Yeah, he gave us his come up, his backstory. Zibanda TV Dancehall 868. Arima has talent. Thanks for having us, Zerimar.
I don't know, brother.
Blessings on
Anytime.
the inside. Yeah.
Evil fingers and evil eye. If you're the Zibanda, well enough people die.
You will know this your boy Zerimar, and right now you're watching Zibanda TV.